Hi again, Greg Bell, the News Tribune, here at the New Jersey Meadowlands, MetLife Stadium, where the Seahawks are now 5-0 all-time, including Super Bowl 48, and including today's 24-7 win over the Giants, who were really malfunctioning. Let's face it, they're 1-6 and looked every bit of that. The Seahawks looked every bit of malfunctioning in the first half as well. That final score not indicative of all of how the first 30-plus minutes of this game went. The Seahawks trailed 7-3 at halftime despite dominating the game and having over 200 yards of offense to the 50 yards the Giants had. 15 of the first 20 first downs in this game were from Seattle, yet they only had a field goal at the end of the half by Blair Walsh in a 2-minute drill. Why? Jimmy Graham dropped a touchdown on 4th goal from the 1-yard line. Tyler Lockett had a touchdown catch called back when he threw down his defender to get open to the ball. So there's 14 points given away right there. The Seahawks, in one epic failure drive in the first half, had 12 plays from the Giants' 15-yard line or closer and got no points. 16-play drive, 85 yards, no points. An 11-play drive in that first half, no points. And that's why Doug Baldwin exploded on the sidelines, this sideline here to my left, yelling at Tom Cable and pushing into Cable, the assistant head coach and offensive line coach, during the first half, and yet another sideshow drama that this team always seems to find itself in. After the game, Pete Carroll explained that what Baldwin was trying to do was intercede and not let Cable talk to the offense before Russell Wilson did. Wilson was standing a little bit to the right of Baldwin, and Carroll said that Baldwin was trying to intercede and not let his quarterback talk first because the message should be from the players. Baldwin afterwards said that he was wrong. He admitted he took full ownership of it, said he should not have been that way. He said he was, quote, antagonistic. He was frustrated. And his basic message was, what are we doing here? This offense, as talented as it is, with the players it has, having no points in the first half against a 1-6 team, he was frustrated, and he took it out on Cable, and he said he and Cable have a great relationship, one of the best of any coach on the staff. They talked about it afterwards. Their hearts are in the right place. Paul Richardson said he thought it was to fire up the team, and it worked. Baldwin said that really wasn't his intent. It was to just straighten those guys on the offense out. I mean, there were, as you saw, holding penalties, false starts. Mark Lewinsky, the fill-in left guard, got called for an unnecessary roughness penalty away from an incomplete pass. That was right before a 22-yard touchdown that finally gave the Seahawks the lead in the third quarter. Baldwin and Wilson connecting on 2nd and goal from the 22 after Lewinsky's penalty, just when it looked like it was going to be another red zone malfunction. Wilson got his gift of a defense playing cover 0, no safeties in the middle. The Giants blitzed. Wilson's caught it, saw it was coming, sent Baldwin out of the right slot down the hash mark, and it was an easy pitch and catch touchdown with nobody in the middle behind him once Baldwin shook his man at the line of scrimmage. That was the touchdown that finally got the Seahawks up 10-7, and the way the Giants were playing on offense, that pretty much was the game. The Giants tried to run the ball like they did at Denver in their upset win the previous week. They couldn't do it. 19 carries, 47 yards. So that put it all on Eli Manning, who looked every bit of 36 years old. He looked more like 66 years old trying to complete passes against the Seahawks defense. Again, Manning has no targets other than Evan Ingram, the rookie tight end, his wide receivers. He's down to his 5th and 6th wide receivers. The Seahawks defense ate that up. Bobby Wagner had another great game. Richard Sherman denied a touchdown in this end zone in the first quarter by knocking a pass away that set the tone. Well, actually, that was the last time the Giants even had a chance to score. The takeaway from this remains the one it was from Los Angeles. This team is still going to rely on its defense in most games, while its offense figures itself out, usually in the span of within one game. This team had another 400-plus yard total offense day. Russell Wilson throws for 335 yards, 3 touchdowns. It should have been 5. Doug Baldwin has 9 more catches, yet we're all still talking about what's wrong with the offense. One thing that's wrong with it is they have no running game anymore. We tried it again today with Thomas Rawls, who got the start, Eddie Lacy, and they still haven't gotten any consistency there. J.D. McKissick had some flashes. C.J. Prosise was supposed to come back today. He got in for 1 play from his ankle injury that cost him the last 2 games, and he was out again. He got hurt again. And the Seahawks don't know how seriously he's injured, but it's the same ankle that he was trying to come back for. This today was only the 10th time in 24 games since the Seahawks drafted Procise that he was available to play, and now he's hurt again. The Seahawks go home now and play Houston, 3-3 team. Seahawks are 4-2. The Rams won in London today, 33-0, while injuring Cardinals quarterback Carson Palmer. It was a matter of time before the Cardinals got Palmer hurt with their offensive line problems. So the Rams are 5-2 at top the NFC West. The Seahawks are 4-2, having already had its bye. The Rams haven't had yet, or the Rams are about to have. Of course, the Seahawks beat the Rams on October 8th. The Seahawks are now coming home for 3 of the next 4, and KJ Wright was saying this is where we want to be. We're going to come home now, and this is the chance in the schedule to make some hay and see if they can get back to themselves on offense for an entire game for a change. No other major injuries to note other than Procise's. Michael Bennett played as I expected. Everyone expected him to, despite his foot injury, the plantar fascia injury. Gowinski and Ethan Posick, the rookie second-round pick, alternated at left guard for Luke Jokel, who had his knee surgery last week and will miss 4 to 5 games. Posick actually started, making his NFL debut, and then Gowinski alternated in about every 2 series or so. They didn't quite play quite evenly. Justin Britt left the game briefly with what looked like a leg injury. He came back in after a few plays. Posick was the backup center and filled in for a few plays in the red zone while Britt was out, but Britt returned and finished the game. As I said, the Seahawks now come home for 3 of the next 4. I'll be covering them all at thenewstribune.com and at GBellSeattle on Twitter. Thanks for watching.